Hello and welcome to something slightly different. I'm not at home, I'm not in my studio, I'm in a workshop where I normally film with this guy, Matt. So, normally when I'm here, I'm filming his projects, I'm filming his tutorials on various things, and recently I've started to learn how to do a bit of woodwork myself with a student series. The idea now is that I teach him how to do a bit of piano with my own student series.
Oh no.
Yes. Yeah, he's bought a piano, it's over there, but today we don't need it, we're just looking at the basics, and he better learn this today, because I've actually said this just yesterday, or 2 days ago, I said this to my students, I said, I will never repeat these words again, I've now banned them. Because I hate saying these words so much.
Oh, okay.
They're mnemonics, they're rhymes for learning the right hand and the left hand.
Okay.
You've got to memorise them, because I will kill you.
You got a tattoo gun?
Okay, so, what do you know?
What do I know?
Yeah.
I can kind of get my way around playing bass, because, I don't know, it's just one note at a time, and it's not too difficult. I mainly focus on technique more than the actual theory side of things. So, like, I can kind of make something look and sound cool when I'm playing it.
You just don't know why.
I don't know why it looks and sounds cool. I mean, I know why
Yeah.
it looks cool. It's just because you're just whacking it and slapping it and
Yeah.
playing fast and doing all that. But in terms of theory, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. I
That's
just
all
about
good?
know how to do an open E. And that's about it.
Open E. And can you read any music?
I looked into it once.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remembered where D was once. Is that in the middle of the thing?
In what hand? It is in that. It is in the middle of one of them.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I remember that much, and that's about it.
Cool. So basically, we're somewhat starting from scratch.
It started the absolute scratch. That was years ago.
Absolute scratch.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to try and sort of follow this along based on my articles for audio on my website, robharveymusic.com, where you can go through the articles and the videos yourself along with some worksheets. But I'm going to try and do some bigger jumps with Matt here because in person it's always just a little bit easier. That's the idea. Anyway, shall we get to it?
Yeah, do it.
So, right hand.
In the crisps. Sorry.
That was good.
Right hand.
You can have that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So, first, the right hand does not mean treble clef. Okay, do you know what a treble clef is?
Oh, so like higher notes
Yes,
and bass being the lower notes.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. But often, you're told that this symbol means... that symbol normally means to most people that just means right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. In reality, it means the way you read the notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
Whereas this one
Yeah.
normally means left hand, or most people assume is left hand, but it's really just how you read the notes. And of course, you will have seen that having played the bass before. I would assume
Yes, I have seen that.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have 5 lines. We're starting with the treble clef. I'll try and stop calling it the right hand. If we start with the treble clef,
Yeah.
put that there. We have a fundamental note being middle C.
Middle C.
Middle C. It's the one uniquely named note on the piano.
Middle C being the middle of the keyboard. Piano.
Yes, yeah, you can call it either.
Okay.
You can call it either. Yes, it's, to put it in a better way, it's the C that's closest to the middle of the keyboard.
Okay.
Okay? So don't go assuming that if you just put your hands closer together, you'll find middle C straight away.
Oh,
It
so I
won't
would
work.
have done. Damn, I thought I knew my first note.
You'll be close, but you won't be on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So that's middle C. It's got a circle with a line going through it.
Yeah.
The line is representing one of these. And the idea is because it's below the lines, they have to represent one. They have to put one through it to represent one that's lower. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, does that
Yeah.
make sense?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's middle C, the note above it is going to be, what do you think?
Note above it, so it's going to be a higher note.
Yep.
And so you don't get. Wait, you do get C sharp. No,
You do. However, you only see sharps, and you also get flats if there's a symbol next to the note. That being a sharp, that being a flat.
Okay.
So ignore sharps and flats.
Yeah.
What would be directly after C?
Okay, so
Any ideas?
D.
D, yeah, because it's literally following the alphabet.
Yeah.
Up until the point of G when it loops back round.
So sorry, that C sharp. Oh, sorry, that sharp. That flat.
Yep.
Those would be at the start of the.
Yeah. So you'd see.
Oh, so it's next to the actual note.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It can be displayed at the start.
Yeah.
Which that basically becomes a global rule.
Yeah.
For the whole piece of music.
Right.
Yeah.
So everything you read there is sharps.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I drew a sharp here, that would mean that every C is a sharp.
Okay.
From that point onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's ignore that just for the moment.
Yeah.
So that's a D. It is just pitch higher. You're just going up in order.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. This is where we now learn 5 notes in one go, because it's just so much easier and so much quicker. And just if you try to work it out just going in order like the alphabet, you will always read the music by counting up from the bottom every single time.
Yeah.
It's so slow. You'll get to a note up here and you'll be counting C, D, E, F, and it'll take you forever.
Okay.
So, gonna learn every note on the lines. And these are E, G, B, D, and F.
Yeah.
Way to remember those is a mnemonic,
Oh yeah.
but I do not ever want to say it again.
Okay.
Every good boy
Okay.
deserves football.
Deserves football.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this helps you, one of my other students, I think she's like 7 or 8-year-old girl, she prefers every good boy deserves fire. Don't know if that's more helpful, but it's the way she's remembered it, and I think it's quite good to personify it like that. Yeah.
Every good boy deserves. I guess the F is open to you. Yeah. Okay.
All of them are open to you, but yeah.
So that's all the ones on the lines.
Yeah, every line, and you always work up from the bottom with these mnemonics. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, just remember that they don't go below. It's sort of always starting from that point. You can't get a mnemonic with the C or the D. I mean, you could try, but it's not worth it. And then, of course, we've got all the notes within the gaps.
Yeah.
And this will be an easier one. Hopefully. Face.
Don't know why I thought you were going to write fac then.
It's so difficult when you write down certain notes for people.
Yeah.
Write out a chord, especially if you spell out F major, it's just FAC.
Yeah.
And then you get a 10-year-old student just saying fac all the time. It's not, and I'm like, just maybe don't say that so loud.
Yeah.
Not trying to teach you those words. But yeah, anyways, what was that?
Every good boy deserves football.
Lovely. And face, which you can read.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
So let's get the bass clef going.
Yeah.
Because that's already, 5, 9, 11 notes.
Okay, yeah.
Sorted just in one go.
Right, yeah, it's different, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Sort of.
Let's have a look.
Oh yeah. So bass clef symbol.
Yeah.
Let me just get rid of that so I've got a bit more space. Recognise that.
So that's the middle C.
Still middle C. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. So in music, normally it's just slightly closer. When you're seeing both treble clef and bass clef going at the same time, normally the middle C will be closer to one or the other to signify what hand to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the hands are based on whether you're reading the top line or the bottom line.
Right.
It's not based on the symbol.
Okay.
Okay?
So if you're reading, what do you call it? Notation, a piece.
Yeah, a piece of music. Yeah.
You'd have the treble clef at the top, bass clef underneath, and those would sort of run on the page like that.
Exactly.
If you had a middle C as a note, would that appear on both the treble clef and the top of the bass?
No, I see where you're coming
It's
from.
like an overlap.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you think about it as an overlap, but on the page, that C will be closer to one or the other. So you immediately know which hand should be playing that note.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're just saying, right? Okay, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And more to the point, you wouldn't ever see a note just floating around by itself.
Yeah.
You would have a line normally going up to signify a particular type of note, and in the left hand it would be pointing down.
Of course.
Makes it a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, if we're going backwards, what's the note before C?
B.
B, yeah. So those are the two that often students get confused with.
You're right.
Because, and it's always with the bass clef. They end up calling that D for some unknown reason, but remember, it's always going backwards. So, same thing. We're now going to jump to a mnemonic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? The same thing with the treble clef. This mnemonic starts on the bottom line.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not going to be read like that. It will start on the bottom line. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Great. Oh. Great big dogs from America.
Is that your own?
Don't think it is. One of the other ones I made up was Great Britain designs fast aeroplanes.
Okay, yeah.
That's not a bad one. I've heard a girl's version is Girls by Designer Fashion Always.
Okay, yeah.
Which is also good. I quite like the America one, just because to prompt my students' memories, it's normally all I have to say is like, for this one I say dog, no. Normally I say football for that one, and that jogs in the memory enough. It's like a mnemonic of a mnemonic.
Right.
Face. and then you just say like dogs.
Yeah.
And then that normally trips off, because then you think, well, what size are the dogs and where are they from? Great big dogs from America.
Great big dogs from America.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to test you at the end.
Okay.
Without the letters around.
Yeah.
And then you got the notes in the gaps. Which are sadly not as easy as face. Aces go. All cows eat grass.
All cows eat grass. They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, realistically, all you've got to realise is where middle C is.
Yeah.
The note that goes above middle C is a D. The note that goes below middle C is a B.
Yeah.
So you go in backwards order. And then these four mnemonics: every good boy deserves football, face, great big dogs from America, and all cows eat grass. If you can do that, you've pretty much got 90% of the notes, the written word of music, sorted.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It does, yeah. I'm just making sense of it. So it is, on both clefs, it is the lowest note is at the very bottom, and it's going up in pitch on both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why, it just seems like it would make more sense for the bass to be at the top, but that makes no sense whatsoever, so never mind.
No. So if we were to translate this to a piano, which I can't really do, I can't draw a piano, it's not even worth trying. Imagine this stretch across here is the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah? The bottom note of the bass is going to be on the left.
Yeah.
And as we work up to the treble clef, we work up the piano.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So these notes, like the bottom note of here, doesn't get you to the bottom of the piano.
Yeah.
You still have another 2 or 3 octaves below that to read.
Wow, okay.
However, there are some more advanced sort of ways of reading them that you just sort of get used to.
You know where it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, so for example, that one you could probably work out just below the line.
Yeah, that would be a... oh, Christ. Okay.
Reverse alphabet.
Reverse alphabet. G, F.
F, yeah. F, and then because of that, here's where it gets a little bit weird. What note is that?
That would be a E?
E, yeah. But you've got to remember, when you just see this on the page, it's very easy to think that that's just a C. Because it just looks like one of those.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, the reason I got confused by that is because it was jumping 2 letters on the left there. On the to the B to the G.
From the B to the... Oh, okay, yes, yeah.
But then you went down half.
Yeah, yes,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I get it, yeah.
So it does just go backwards like that, and at a certain point, they draw. It's like this. Let's say we had loads of notes that we wanted to play down here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting a little bit technical.
Yeah.
Say we wanted these notes played an octave lower, but we didn't want to write them an octave lower because otherwise that's more difficult to read.
Which makes it huge, yeah.
Exactly. So that's when you would end up with sort of this dash line. It would say 8VB, or it can say 8VA. I get very confused about that. Basically means read them as they are, but play them octave below.
Oh, okay.
8 being ox, V octave below.
Oh!
Makes sense?
Okay, yeah.
Same thing with any notes up in the treble clef. You're going to have 8VA. Octave above. So you can have an F there, and in reality it's not that normal F that you're playing on the piano. It's an F played an octave above.
Wow, okay.
Yeah?
Good lord, yeah.
Makes sense? But don't worry about this stuff for now.
Yeah.
It's you will rarely see it in the first month or so unless I just decide to start putting it into music straight away, which I might do. I could do. Makes for more interesting music.
It would be, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. But all in all, that's what, 5, 9, 11, about 22, 21 notes there. Just
got
in
to
your head.
memorise them now.
Yeah. Yeah. So without looking at that board, say the 4 mnemonics. Start with the right hand.
Start with the right hand.
Sorry, start with the treble clef.
Treble clef.
See, I confuse things like that straight away.
So every good boy deserves. I was about to say apples then, but it's not. It's fruit. I don't know where I got the apples one from.
You can go for fruit.
Yeah. Fruit.
Football is what I said, but fruit works.
Apples, fruit. Yeah. Okay. Football, fruit. Face.
Yeah.
And you've got great big dogs from America.
Yeah.
And you've got, wait, all cows eat grass.
Nicely done.
Yes.
There you go.
Good.
Sorted.
Yeah. So where are they? Yeah. Okay. So they're in the gaps, on the lines, on the yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes it can be confusing to think about what relates to what. How do you know that every good boy deserves football refers to the lines, and how does face refer to the gaps?
Yeah.
Just think about the number of letters or words in it.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 lines. You can't fit 5 letters into 5 lines.
Yeah. 4 letters into 5 lines. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest now, or over the next week, is that you download those worksheets that I've got on the website.
Yeah.
And you go through those. And the idea is, I've written these out again on a worksheet.
Okay.
I haven't said specifically where they're for, but you can look on the website. But on the worksheet, the whole idea is there's 5 exercises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You begin reading each exercise, and you just get confident just reading them.
Yeah.
Just going slowly using this stuff. Just go through them and don't worry about it. Next time round, notepad and a pencil, whatever.
Yeah.
You time yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are 20 notes in each exercise.
Yeah.
And ideally, you're going to read each exercise 3 times
Mm-hmm.
and beat your score every time.
Okay.
Very achievable. Tends to work. The next one after that is you read each exercise again, but you don't move on to the next one until you get that score underneath 20 seconds.
Okay, good.
Gives you a
target. Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you a second per note.
Yeah.
And then the bonus challenge is, if you've managed to get through all of that, chances are most people end up memorising them.
Yeah.
They can't help it, they just memorise them. So then the bonus practice is to read each one again in reverse under 15 seconds.
Blimey.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. That is a lot to take in, isn't it?
It is a lot that adds up, but I think it's one of those things that if we do this now, you don't ever have to think about it when you actually play the piano.
Yeah.
And it's something that, for some reason, it's only just twigged with a few of my students. Like, for me, talking to a few of my students, is that if you can get your reading ability faster than your finger speed, then you're in a great place. Because you can look ahead and you can get prepared for when your fingers catch up.
Yeah.
If your fingers are faster than your brain, then you're always stopping and starting.
I get that with my mouth quite a lot.
There you go.
Faster than I can think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, when a lot of students play their first pieces, they'll get to a bit that they find easy, and so they'll speed up. And what happens when they get past the point that was easy, they have to slow down.
Yeah.
So, much like speaking, where you can easily get caught out on what you're saying, play the piece at the slowest speed of any part of it. So whatever part is the slowest, play the whole piece at that speed.
Yeah.
There's no point slowing down and rushing up. Just gradually increase it over time.
Right.
But the reading is the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sense?
That would be a good hurdle to get over.
Yeah, it is the biggest hurdle. It's the biggest hurdle. You get that out straight away. You're all but sorted. The next one, you just learn different note rhythms and understand how to read those. And those are easier than getting that stuck in your head. And you're sorted.
Nice.
Piano's easy.
You better put a sound effect in with that.
Well, a twinkle, yeah, and a tooth glimmer thing.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
That's good.
That's good. All right.
Cool. Right.
Some revision to do.
Yeah, lots of revision. That was the first lesson. It's sort of a little bit of a pilot. I've got no idea what this is going to look like, what you can see, what you can hear even, but hopefully you might have learned something. And if you're unsure of any parts of it, go to my website or go to my channel where you can find the proper tutorials on these particular lessons, where I go through a little bit clearer. But in any case, Matt, you better practice.
Yes, sir.
I would suggest, depending on how quickly you get this first time round, but with most piano, with most music, if you can aim for 15 minutes a day, you sorted.
Yeah.
15 minutes a day, you're amazing, because that gets you an hour and 45 minutes of work every single week. If you try and do that in one night, you might get good by the end of the night, but the next day you'll have forgotten it.
Yeah.
15 minutes a day. Cool. See you in the next one. Hello and welcome
Sir,
to...
can I go for a wee?
This is how it's going to be, is it?
I need a wee.
So do I. We're both going to have to wait.
Oh, okay.
No, you're going to do it. Right.
Oh no!